All right. Good evening, everybody. I am so happy to be here. And thank you, Sadia, for inviting me here for another presentation. This one is for Tai Chi for beginners. So if you've never had any experience with Tai Chi before, this is the right class for you. If you've had a little Tai Chi in the past, maybe with another instructor, this is also the right place to be because there's a lot of differences and a lot of variation in how Tai Chi is taught. Even within the Yang style, which is the style that I teach, there's different variations of, this kind of Tai Chi. So it's mainly many paths to the same goal. So it's not like one right way or wrong way. It's many paths to the same goal. So it's mainly about getting you in your center of gravity, helping your mind and body to connect as one. So you get more of the healing energy moving through the body. And that's what Tai Chi is basically for. I mean, it's considered a martial form of Qigong, but we don't practice it as a martial art per se. We practice it more for health and well-being. Now, my story, I came to Tai Chi as a real stress cadet, and I was suffering from irritable bowel syndrome and chronic anxiety. And I was told that I was pretty much having to rely on medications, that it was pretty much incurable what I was going through. And I was in daily pain. Every morning I could wake up, as soon as I ate or drank something, I would be just doubled over in pain. And I would spend a good 45 minutes of agony before I could pull myself together and then get cleaned up and go out to work. So that was not the way I wanted to live. And I was in my mid 20s at the time, and I just felt like I'm not going to make it to 30 if I keep going this way. So I've got to do something. And I'd read about Tai Chi, and I was very intrigued by it. I had a little dance background, a little karate background, so it kind of blended the two, this beautiful, slow moving art form. So I heard it was good for stress. So I thought, okay, I'm going to enroll in a Tai Chi class and see what it can do for me. And lo and behold, boy, I enrolled in my first class and I learned how to get my mind and body connected. I learned how to breathe. Something we take for granted, breathing, right? But most of us do stress breathing. So it's more up here in the chest. And especially when we're under stress, we tend to really restrict our breath. We're not breathing properly. And we literally choke off our organs and their functioning. And we fire up our nervous systems, and our cardiovascular system gets greatly stressed. So it's so important to learn the proper way to breathe. And Tai Chi taught me Dantian breathing, which is breathing deep below the navel in an area we call the Dantian. And that is a storage vessel for your vital life force. Learning to breathe here settles everything down. So it settles the blood pressure, it relaxes the nervous system, your vagus nerve that regulates heartbeat and digestion. And I learned that just that breathing technique alone would help me untie the knots. So within the year of taking my first Tai Chi class, I was off the meds I was on because the meds made me feel like I was walking underwater. I just didn't feel like I could function that way all the time. So I was able to get off the meds. I weaned off of those safely and went on to herbal therapies. So, I mean, you want to work in conjunction with your doctor if you do the same thing, right? If you're trying to wean off of medications, always work with your doctor on that. But I was able to essentially cure myself of something I was told was incurable. So now I have this powerful healing tool, and it's my great pleasure to teach it to other people so other people get to feel those benefits and reap those benefits as well. So what I want to do tonight, and this is an interactive program here, so I want you to do some of these movements with me. Do the best you can with what you got. This is a standing class we're going to be doing, so if you don't feel like you want to stand for the whole hour, you can have a chair and you can adapt movements to a chair. So just do the best you can with what you got. If something doesn't feel good, you don't do it, or you modify for greater comfort, right? So we're going to go through a little warm-up routine and just some Qigong exercises to help open up the body, stretch things out, and get energies flowing like we should. And then I'll start going through some fundamental Tai Chi movements and practices. And then I'm going to demonstrate the Yang 12 form, which is a beginner level form, which you can either do with me or you can watch and enjoy. And if you were to enroll in a class with us, you would learn little by little that whole form. And it takes many months to learn. So you have to be really patient when it comes to Tai Chi. The good thing with it is Tai Chi it kind of tricks you into meditation. It's considered a moving meditation. So as your focus, your brain, your mind is focused in the moment with your body, every movement, every step. You can't be thinking about your grocery list, your to-do list, who you're mad at, what you're feeling bad about. Can't think of anything but your body in the moment in this space. So that's part of the healing aspect of Tai Chi, is getting your mind in the moment. That's where your healing can happen. So let's get started. Let's do some of this workout here. We're going to start with a little warm up. So I'm going to get back in my spot. You get yourself settled, and let's go ahead and have a good time. Here we go. Okay. So the first thing we do in a Tai Chi class is we begin with a traditional bow. Make a fist with the right hand, that's the sun. Cover with the left hand, that's the moon. And we bow. It's good to see you here tonight. I'm glad that you're here. We're going to begin with something we call grounding. So what you want to do is simply feel your feet on the floor. So anytime you're feeling under stress, feeling a little out of sorts, one of the first things we teach is grounding. So feel your feet. You stop in the moment. Feel your feet on the floor from the heels to the toes. Soften up your knees, bend the knees a little bit. Relax your arms and shoulders. You want to have a good posture, so pay attention to how you're holding your body. Imagine a string attached to the crown point of the head. When the string is pulled up, your chin tucks in, your neck pushes back like it's pushing up against a collar. And you want to tuck in the tailbone in the seat. That opens your spine all the way down. So in this position, we can begin the Dantian breathing. Your Dantian is a storage vessel for your vital life force, for your chi. So this area stores it. It's about 2 inches below the navel, 2 inches inside the belly. So this is where you're aiming your breath. So take a deep, full breath to this area so your belly expands on the inhale. And on the exhale, the belly contracts back in naturally. So aim below the navel like you're filling a glass of water from the bottom up. Deep breath here. Feel the belly expand like a balloon. On the exhale, feel all the thinking, all the tension melt away like warm water pouring down the limbs. Let it all go. Feel it drain out through the bottoms of the feet. Deep healing breath. Exhale, letting go. Warm relaxation washing over the body. Breathing in peace and calming. Settling your attention in the moment. There is only the breath. Body in this space. Very good. Continue that breath. We're now going to begin opening up the head and neck area with the Atlas point turn. Your Atlas point is where the skull meets the neck. We're going to rotate slowly from that point, like drawing a circle with your nose. This softens the neck muscles. You want to inhale for half the circle and exhale for the other half. Soften up the neck muscles. That starts the unwinding. I'm going to do one more inhale. Exhale. And now reverse direction. Inhale for half the circle. Exhale for the other half. As you're working the upper body, you feel the weight more settled in the legs, upper body getting lighter and lighter. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And relax. Very good. Let's work our shoulders next. We're going to roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. Want your arms to stay dead weight. Let your shoulders do the work. Shoulders taking the arms for a little ride, like a Ferris wheel ride. We like to say in Tai Chi, motion is lotion. You're warming up the synovial fluid that nourish those joints, keep them healthy. Think of the synovial fluid as like honey. When it's not used, when it's just sitting stagnant, it tends to crystallize and harden up. But with movement, it warms up and stays flowing. That's what it's supposed to do with nourishing the joints. Motion is lotion. Let's one more time here, this way. And then reverse direction, back up, forward and down. Inhale, exhale. You might find one way easier than the other way. That's all right. Just work with what you got. Do the best you can. Might hear a few pops and cracks too. Joints aren't used to moving too much. Usually it's just little nitrogen bubbles releasing. Working out the kinks there. Let's do two more. Very good. Like give yourself a little massage. And relax. All right. Next, we're going to give the hands a spin. So you want to rotate your hand from the wrist, rotate one hand over the other. It's like a spinning wheel. This is good for carpal tunnel. This warms up the wrists. So give those hands a little spin. Very good. Reverse direction. Very good. And relax. Now, our next one is called spinal cord breathing. This one's like a good morning stretch. We're going to inhale, arch the back, bring up the arms, bring your chest up to heaven, and then exhale, bend the knees, tuck in the tailbone, round out the spine, and bring your chin to the chest. Then inhale, open up, arch the back, like a good morning stretch. Try to touch shoulder blades here. Then exhale, tuck in, round out the spine from bottom to top. Open up all the vertebrae. Inhale, arch the back like a good morning stretch. Exhale, tuck in, round out the back. This opens up the vertebrae, releases any stagnant energy. Gets that energy flowing like it should. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck in, round it out. One more time. Inhale, open. And exhale. Very good. Inhale, finishing breath. Exhale down the center. And relax. Next, we're going to do an arm swinging technique. You're going to cup your hands, swing the hands cupped front to back. And you want to bend the knees, get a little springiness in the knees like a little kid. Stretching open the shoulders. You feel the heavy hands swing back, loosening up the shoulder joints. It's a nice way to get some energy flowing. It's one of my go-tos first thing in the morning to wake up my body, open things up. Very good. Now bring your elbows up, let the arms drop back to tap the back of the shoulders. Very good. Do the best you can. It's okay if you can't quite reach. Do the best you can do. One more time. And relax. Okay, our next one is called Salute the Earth and Sky. Place your feet apart, bend the knees to begin. Inhale, rise, straighten the legs. Exhale, slowly down, stretching up the back and the back of the legs. Open up the vertebrae here. Then inhale toward your right foot and exhale toward your left foot. It's okay if you can't touch your feet. Come back to the center. Inhale, roll slowly up. Tuck chin to chest. Stack the vertebrae one at a time. Roll up through the neck. Then exhale, look up, bend the knees, keep the back straight. You want to tuck in your tailbone when you bend the knees and look straight up. Inhale, rise, look forward. Exhale, slowly down. Slow is the operative word. Go down as far as you can comfortably, then inhale toward your right foot. Exhale toward your left foot. And center. Inhale, roll slowly up. Tuck, chin to chest. Roll up through the neck. And exhale, look up, bend the knees. Sink in the legs, keep your back straight, so careful not to lean backward. One more time. Inhale. Exhale slowly down. Inhale, right foot, and exhale, left foot. Center, inhale slowly up, rolling up through the neck. And then exhale, look up, bend the knees. Then bring your feet together. And a finishing breath. Inhale, we call this gathering and sinking the chi. Exhale, down the center. And relax. All right, our next one is called Eagle Claw. And this one's good for arthritis and carpal tunnel. Inhale, make fists with your hands. And exhale, bring them down to the sides of the body. Going to work one arm at a time. Inhale, bring a fist to the shoulder. Exhale, stretch straight up. Inhale, down to the shoulder. Then exhale forward and really spread the fingers, stretch them out. Inhale, back to the shoulder. Exhale, side. Keep the arm straight. Flex 5 times all the way out. Get that full stretch. Very good. Bring that hand down, the other hand up. Inhale, fist to shoulder. Exhale, stretch straight up. Inhale, down to the shoulder. Exhale, forward, spread fingers. Inhale, back to the shoulder. Exhale, side and flex 5 times. Get that full spread. Inhale, fist to shoulder. Exhale, stretch straight up. Inhale, down. Exhale, forward, spread fingers. Inhale. Exhale and flex 5 times. Get that full spread, stretch them all the way out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, forward, spread the fingers out. Inhale. Exhale, flex 5 times. Keep the arms straight. Again, good for arthritis and carpal tunnel. One more each side. Inhale, fist to shoulder. Exhale, stretch straight up. Inhale, down. Exhale, forward, spread fingers. Inhale. And exhale, side, flex 5 times. Eagle claw. Inhale, one more time. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, down. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Exhale, flex 5 times. Finishing breath, inhale. Exhale, down the center. And relax. Okay, next we're going to get our knees warmed up, but we have to start a fire in the hands. So you're going to clap those palms together and rotate the palms together. Get a good friction going. Bring up the heat in the hands. Very efficient way to bring the heat up. Then rub down to the fingertips. You want your feet and knees kind of close together and bring the heat to the knees. Let's warm up those knees by rubbing around the kneecaps here. We start with an open-handed massage, and then we're going to make claw hands. So make firmer fingers and roll the claw hands around the knees. That's very stimulating, stimulates acupressure points around the knees, good for pain and inflammation in the knees. Claw hand massage. Also, tapping sides of knees is good for pain and inflammation. Nice knee therapy here. Then you're going to rub behind the knees. So we have lymph node nests back here. This is moving the lymphatic system. And then you're going to bend the knees over the toes. So knees and toes stay in line as we bend. You want the weight going down in the center of the foot rather than pushing forward. So you're not pushing too much pressure into your knees. This is a simple and a gentle knee warm-up, knee pump, we call it. Very good. And let's do 2 more. And then separate the feet out, straighten your legs into the hips. We're going to do something called chop the quad. The quad is the inguinal crease where your leg meets the hip. You have major arteries and lymph node nests here. So we're going to tap here. This helps reduce inflammation in the body by stimulating circulation and lymphatic drainage. Your lymphatic system is basically a garbage disposal system. It's moving toxins out of the body. You got to keep everything flowing. And this stimulates that. Very good. Chop the quad. Looks kind of silly, but it's really helpful. And then we're going to rotate hips on top of the legs. So you can start smaller and work into larger circles. You want to breathe to your belly. Take a circle here. It's like a slow motion hula hoop movement. Do the best you can. Make sure it's your hips rotating. Not your head, not your upper body, but the lower half. You want to feel the hips working here. Open those up gently. Again, breathe. Breathe deep, that dantian area. Reverse direction. Very good. Two more. And then smaller circles into a stop. All right, very good. Our next one is called the blood pressure technique. So this one helps to balance your blood pressure, whether it's too low or too high. And you want to have your feet out at angles, shoulders width apart at the heels. Sink into your legs, turn your arms out at angles, same angles as the feet. So you want that turn out with the arms. And this opens up the heart meridian. So feel a little bit of tension there on the inner part of the arm here. We're going to inhale into the chest, bring the breath up, diaphragm up. It's time to breathe up to the chest and exhale down. It's one of those exceptions where we breathe into the chest because we're working on the heart area. Grab the thumbs, that gets acupressure point to the heart. Inhale, pull open the chest with bringing the elbows up and back. And then exhale, release the thumbs, concave the chest. Turn the arms out, fingers to the floor. Inhale into the chest, big breath. Good, exhale down, backs of hands together. And then grab your thumbs, activating acupressure point to the heart. Inhale, open the chest, expand, then exhale, concave, release the thumbs and turn out, fingers to floor. Balance that energy. Inhale, relieving stress energy from the body. Exhale. Open the hands, grab thumbs, inhale. And exhale, you're massaging the heart with this movement, the opening, closing of the chest here. Inhale. And exhale down. Grab thumbs, inhale. And exhale. All right, bring your feet together. Finishing breath, inhale. Exhale down the center. And relax. Very good. Our next one's called the thymus thumb. Now, the thymus gland sits behind there, behind your breastbone here. You want to find the center of your breastbone. Take 3 fingers, tap there. This boosts your immune system by stimulating your thymus gland to create more T cells in the body. So that increases T cell production so you can fight off cold and flu viruses more easily. As we age, our thymus gland tends to go into retirement and it just stops cranking out the T cells like it used to. So by tapping this area, it'll wake it up again, get it back to work, and keep the T cell count up in the body. So you want to remember to do this, especially through cold and flu season, especially through the holidays. We tend not to be eating terribly well. We tend to get a little stressed. So make sure you're doing your thymus thump daily. You tap up to a minute here each day. Very good. All right, we're going to do a bone density exercise next. We're going to lift up onto the balls of the feet, drop on the heels, lift, drop on the heels. That rattles the bones bottom to top. Now, if your bones are already really brittle, you're concerned of fracture, you want to come down gently on the heels instead. But to prevent that condition, lift and drop. Do this daily. This is a very effective, natural way to build your bone density. Very good. You're also pumping your calves. Your calves are considered your second heart. And because moving your calf muscles there helps to improve blood flow to the heart. 2 more. And relax. All right, very good. We're going to get our feet apart. This next one's called swallow. Flies to its nest. Get in a wider stance, sink in the legs, and we're going to inhale. Exhale, palms facing up at the sides of the body. Reach across the body, inhale to the side, shift with the hand, then exhale in front. Inhale, overstretch the side, elbow to ear, then exhale, turn with the palm facing up. Try to keep your back as straight as possible. You don't want to be leaning forward, so make sure you're not doing that. Switch hands, inhale, reach across the body, exhale in front. Inhale, overstretch the side, elbow to ear, exhale, turn, palm facing up. Inhale, reach across. Exhale in front. Inhale, overstretch. and exhale. Inhale, reach across. Exhale in front. Inhale over and exhale. We have a poem with this one here that helps us remember the moose. Swallow flies east, swallow flies west, swallow flies over and lands in its nest. Swallow flies east, swallow flies west, swallow flies over and lands in its nest. Kind of cute, isn't it? Inhale and exhale. Inhale over, stretch, and exhale. I also do this in my chair Tai Chi class, so you don't have to use your legs if you don't want to. You can get in a chair and do this one. And exhale. One more each side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale over, and exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale over, and exhale. Feet together, finishing breath, inhale. Exhale down the center. Very good. So that one works the spine, the whole upper body. It's a really nice exercise. Helps massage the organs too. So swallow flies to its nest is one of our favorite ones. Now here's another good one. And this one helps warm up your body quickly. So if you're feeling really, really cold because of the cold weather lately, you want to keep your feet flat on the floor. Make sure like they're glued to the floor. You don't want your heels lifting up this time. You're just simply going to shake in place. You initiate the movement from the knees. And let the arms, shoulders go loose and relaxed, like wet noodles at the sides of the body. Keep your head stabilized though, chin tucked in, crown point up. Don't let your head bob around. You want to keep your head stable. The rest of the body shakes. And this does a lot of good things, actually. This moves your whole lymphatic system. It oxygenates the blood. And an oxygen-rich environment is a disease-resistant environment. This is one of the healthiest things you can do for your body. It's also a good stress buster. So if you're feeling really strung out, take a bounce break. You want to breathe through your belly. So do that deep breath as you're doing this. And exhale through the mouth. So when you're releasing, exhale through the mouth. Releasing any stress, tension from the body. Any negative emotions, release. Very good. You're also bringing your cells into a healing frequency by raising the vibration. The higher the frequency, the healthier the cells. So you can actually transmute a lower frequency vibration to a higher one, to a healthier one with this shaking technique. When a bounce release a minute each day, you can work your way up to a 10-minute stretch if you like. But again, one of the healthiest things you can do for your body. Call it shaking gong, shaking gong. Now let's slow down. Gradually slow into a stop. Wow, do you feel that tingle inside and out, up and down, the breath to the belly? Very good. Just raised your vibration. Really nice exercise. All right. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to go into some basic Tai Chi forms. So what we're going to do is sink our weight in one leg, step out to the side with the other foot, set it down and shift. You want both feet facing straight ahead. Now my camera angle makes it look like my feet are kind of angled, but they're actually straight from my point of view here. So you want your feet, your toes straight ahead. Bend your knees over the toes. Be sure your knees and toes stay in line. Tailbones tucked in, arms to the side, chin tucked in, crown point up. Breathing to the belly. This is one of the basic Yang Style Tai Chi forms called upward, downward. We're going to inhale, float the arms up like seaweed through water. Bend the elbows partway, pull hands toward you at shoulder height. Lift your fingers up and exhale down. And inhale, float the arms up. Fill the belly with the breath. Pull hands towards you, exhale through the nose, sinking down. So all the breath is in and out through the nose. You have the tip of the tongue to the upper palate of the mouth as well. That's an acupressure point, helps circulate the energy through the body. It's kind of an important point to have as you're breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale, float the arms up. Lengthen and deepen the breath. Exhale. Remember that Dantian breathing? That's what helped me heal from the IBS. Inhale, float the arms up. So imagine you're underwater. It's all very flowing, very easy, relaxed, smooth. You're not locking out the joints. All the joints stay open. Breathe deep to the belly, exhale. So there's only breath and movement. Imagine the breath moves the body. And exhale. The basic Yang style forms, upward, downward. We'll do one more. You're going to feel it in the legs. The legs might start to shake if you haven't done this before, because you're taking on your own body weight. So you might get a little shaking sensation happen. Entirely normal. You'll get very strong legs with this. Next one is inward, outward. We're going to gather the ball below the navel. There's about an inch apart between your fingertips. We're going to inhale, lift the ball. Your fingers come to eye level, then pull apart at eye level. Rotate palms down and exhale. This is inward, outward. As you sink, the tailbone is tucked in, the back stays straight. Inhale, fill the belly as you rise. Pull apart eye level, turn the palms down, exhale. One of the basic Tai Chi forms. Basic building blocks of the Yang 12 form, the beginner level form. And exhale. Just think of gathering up all your worries, all your cares and concerns, and letting them go. Release. Be in the moment. Mind and body is one. Inner healing potential activated. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Float the arms up. Keep your shoulders down as you lift the arms, so make sure your shoulders aren't lifting up. You don't want to bring any tension to the upper body. All the pressure's here in those legs. Inhale. The upper half of the body should be very light. All burdens lifted away. Inhale, inward, outward. Deep breath to the belly, let it expand. Exhale. Inward, outward. Let's do one more of these now. Inhale. And exhale. All right, next we're going to learn how to carry the Tai Chi ball. I'm going to come up a little bit closer. So our Tai Chi ball area, the top hand is no higher than the collarbone, palm facing down, the bottom hand just below the navel at the dantian level. So we have a straight line between the palms. Now, as far as energy is concerned, in Tai Chi, we call these points right here in the middle of the palms the Lao Gong points. So these are powerful energy points that we connect. Some people feel that energy right away. There's like a subtle tingling, might feel a little warmth. So this is what we're doing, is connecting these energy points and turning this energy ball one side over the other. So as you're turning your ball, just imagine you have a stick between the palms and you don't want to drop your stick. You want to keep your elbows lower than the wrist and keep the palms connected, turning one side over the other. Also be sure your shoulders stay down and level. So you don't want to be doing any of this stuff as you turn your ball. This is turning the Tai Chi ball. Very good. Learning how to turn that ball, concentrating, keeping that connection. That's very important. Okay, so I'm going to back up into my area. Keep working with your ball. I'm going to learn to turn the ball side to side. So I'm going to be turning to one side. So whichever side you're turned to, say you're turned to your left side, you're mirroring me, your left hand should be on top. Turn to your right hand's on top. So we're going to turn the ball from one side to the other. And we're turning in the qua. Now your qua here, you're going to be turning right here. Hips and shoulders connect as one. That's one of the harmonies of Tai Chi. So as we're turning here, We make sure our knees stay over the toes. You do not want your knees twisting in. That's a big no-no in Tai Chi. Keep knees over toes as you're turning your ball. You're turning in the qua. Sure your legs are feeling it. If you have to take a break, take a break. Do a little shake with the legs here. Very good. Turning the ball from side to side. Turning in the qua. Keep your knees stabilized over the toe. Very good. So you can do an inhale as you turn and exhale, completing the turn. This way one way we can breathe it while we're doing a little drill with the Tai Chi ball. One more each side. So this is another form in the Yang 12, or beginner level form of Tai Chi. All right, let's lower the arms, bring the feet together. Inhale, finish your breath. Exhale down the center. Very good. Now, if your legs are really feeling it, give them a shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake those legs side to side. This is a powerful technique. If you're prone to leg cramps, remember to shake your legs. This oxygenates the muscles, helps to dissolve the leg cramps or keep them away. Right, so remember the leg shaking technique. Also lift and stretch, knee bent, foot flexed, lift and stretch. Give those muscles a little break there. All right, very good. Need a sip of water? I'm gonna take a sip of water. So take a little break here. We're gonna learn how to walk next, the Tai Chi way. All right. Okay, now learning to walk in Tai Chi is very different. Now, normally when we walk, we don't have to think about it. We just throw one foot in front of the other, throw a weight forward with each step. In Tai Chi, it's completely opposite. We learn to take all the weight in one leg and step empty, and then bring our weight to the leg. And that takes a little bit of doing because we're not used to that. So, but it makes you more present with each step. And this is why Tai Chi is so good for balance. So there's a whole laundry list of benefits of Tai Chi. Balance is one of them. Bone density, better digestion, helps with anxiety, depression, helps blood pressure, cardiovascular issues, all kinds of things. But learning how to balance is another one. So what we're going to do, we have our feet out at angles. This is our preparation position in the stance. We sink our weight in one leg and anchor in that leg. So we're going to do something called the 3-point stepping drill. And this is a way to help you learn the empty step. So you keep all the weight in one leg. You're going to step heel forward to the angle, come back in, then step directly to the side with the heel, come back in, and then step back with the toe without pulling out of this leg. That's the trick. Heel forward, heel side, toe back. Now, if your balance isn't so good, have something to hold on to. You can have a chair, countertop, whatever you have nearby. That's fine to do. Just try to step empty. All the pressure is here. You're going to feel the pressure build in this leg while you're stepping empty with the other leg. So what you don't want to do, here's the incorrect way. This is called plunking. So if your body's moving and you're plunking out with the step, that's the incorrect way. Correct way is empty step, empty step, empty step. Let's switch legs. Let's do the other leg. So sink in here, anchor in, stay down, and you're going to go heel forward to the angle, back in, heel to the side, then step back with your toe to an angle. Heel forward, heel to the side, and then step toe back. So be sure to come back into the center with each one. Heel forward, heel to the side, toe back. Feel the pressure build here. You're going to feel it. Heel forward, heel side, toe back. Learning to step empty. Not so easy. One more time. Heel forward, heel side, toe back. All right. Woo! Pull out of that leg. Give your legs a shake. So if your legs are really feeling it, remember the shaking technique. Lift and stretch, and stretch. All right, now the walk. So we're going to actually do the walk this time. So we're going to start in the same position, the feet out. We call this eagle stance in Tai Chi. We're going to sink in one leg, and you're going to step out with the heel. Bring the ball of the foot down, then the toe, but don't bend your knee. Keep all the weight back here. Give it a second, and then shift your weight into the leg. Now make sure your knee doesn't go past the toe. We do not want to stress out the knee. When you look down, you should still see a little bit of your toe there. Now hold your weight here. You're going to step with this foot now. Step, heel, ball, toe, but don't bend the knee. Keep the weight here. Then shift your weight over. So you want to think of your legs like sandbags. This is the full leg, the yang leg. There's yin and yang. This is the yang leg. Yang is full. And you step with the empty, set the empty back. Yin, heel, ball, toe. Then start pouring the sand into the leg. But only when the foot's all the way to the floor. Keep all the weight here. You step, heel, ball, toe. Then pour the sand into the leg. Okay, it's very gradual, very smooth. So when we step in Tai Chi, it's a very smooth step. And it's very precise. And notice I stay down. I'm not doing this. I'm not going up and down. I'm placing the foot, then shifting. It's almost like a ninja, right? You're sneaking up on someone soundlessly. Heel, ball, toe, then shift. So this is a drill we do in our classes, learning how to step. Heel, ball, toe, then shift. This is the Tai Chi walk, learning how to step empty, right? Now we're going to take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. So we're just going through some foundational things, the way we build up the form in classes. So the Tai Chi walk is one of them. Now I'm going to show you another stance. Now we did our preparation, we did our beginning stance, and we did the basic forms. Another stance is arrow and bow. Foot at an angle, and then the foot in front is straight ahead. And my weight shifted 70% forward in our arrow and bow stance. Hips and shoulders facing forward with the weighted leg facing straight. When my weight shifts back, my body is facing the angle with the foot. I shift forward. Now I'm facing forward with the straight foot, arrow foot. When I shift back, my body faces the angle. So from back to forward. Now when I'm shifting, I have to be very careful that this knee here does not twist in. Don't let your knee do that. You have to open up in your hip here, keep knee over toe. So you go from back to front. You're going to feel a pull here in the quad. From back to front. From back to front. 70-30 weight, arrow and bow stance. Let's change feet. Now the other foot is straight ahead. That's your arrow foot straight. Bow foot's at the 30 degree. The weight's back, your body faces the angle. When you shift your weight forward, your body now faces forward. Hips and shoulders move as one. So from here to here, we call it moving from the dantian, moving from the center core, from back to front, back to front, back to front. All right, so again, keep this knee bending over the toe, keep your hip open. You got to really rotate your hip joint here, from here to here. This is why we warm up the hips in our warm-up routine. So we want to have those hips open and loose. Very good. It's arrow and bow stance. All right, bring your feet together. Inhale, finish. Exhale down. Very good. All right, and we have a whole sequence. It takes a lot longer to show. So what I'm going to do, that's right in the form. We call it ward off, roll back, press, and push. It's all in that arrow and bow stance. And with arrow and bow, you want to make sure you have both length and width. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this just because of time constraints, but this is something we learn and we break down in classes, is this whole sequence. This is where you see more of the martial movement coming into the Tai Chi form. So with ward off, and I'll show you from the side here, we have our ball, our Tai Chi ball. We swing the arm up in front of the chest, palm facing the chest, you have the palm down in front of the hip. We're protecting our space here. So you don't want to have the hands like this. You want like this. You're protecting your space. You go from the ball to facing forward, palm facing the chest. Here's ward off. Then we shift back, turn the body, turn up bottom hand, lower elbow. This is like rocking a baby. This is our roll back position. Then we drop the hand and bring it around to get a straight line between the palms. Then the back hand moves into the front hand. We condense energy. So this is a condensing technique, condensing energy between the palms that shoots out through the back of the hand into the opponent. So when you're actually using this as a martial art, that's what it's for. And that's press form. We release, shift back, tuck in tailbone, and we push. Now, push is interesting in Tai Chi because we're not pushing like this, not using our arms. We use the legs. We come from our dantian, right? So from an energy level, we're pulling energy up into the legs, spinning it at the dantian and releasing it out through the hands, through the Lao Gong points here. Right? So here we go. Here's our ball. Inhale. Exhale, ward off. Shift back, inhale, roll back. Exhale, back hand into front, press. Inhale, shift back, drop elbows in front. I have to have my elbows here. I don't put them here. I put them here to protect my space. Then exhale, push. Right? Inhale, ball. Exhale, ward off. Shift back, inhale, roll back. Exhale, press. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, push. All right, then we have a closing in this stance. So this gets toward the end of the Yang 12 form. I shift all my weight back and lift the foot. Now this leg is straight from the heel up to the hip here, and the hands and the foot connect. All the weight stays in this leg, and I turn the foot with both hands. You have to keep your weight here while this foot is getting straight ahead. So you do not shift any weight over while that foot's in motion. You go to the angle, the knee should be bending over the toe here, the weight's still here. Then you push the weight out and then turn, float arms up. Now the weight is down here. You keep the knee bent here. You step back, toe ball, heel even with the other foot. Pull hands towards you and down. And there's our inward, outward. Inhale and exhale. Then we shift, open the foot, come back to preparation and inhale. Exhale. All right, so we've covered pieces of the Yang 12 form. So now what I'm going to do is demonstrate that form. I'm going to demonstrate first facing you. You might not be able to follow with the mirroring, but then I'm going to turn around and see if that'll help you follow a little better. But I want you to see what's happening in the front zone because you may not be able to see everything when my back is turned to you. So I'm going to do both ways, facing and then turned around. And you can either just watch or you can try to do it with me. So I'm going to go from the very top at the preparation position, feet out at angles, sink in the legs, relaxed arms and shoulders. Inhale. Remember, exhale. This form takes months to learn. It takes a long time. It doesn't look like it's a whole lot, but then it is. So there's a lot to coordinate, a lot to pull together there. All right, I'm going to sink and step out. This will be to your right side. So you can step out with your right foot and shift. Turn your left foot straight, then shift. Take the weight out of the foot you want to move. Turn the other foot straight. Then center yourself. This is beginning stance. And you want to do a small circle. Inhale, small circle to hip level. It's like a small upward, downward exhale. And then inhale the regular upward, downward. And exhale. And now we shift and collect the Tai Chi ball, left or the right hand on top, opening the right foot. You collect your ball, palms face each other. Foot goes down at an angle, shift your weight forward, holding the ball. Now anchor the weight in this leg. You step straight up with this other foot. You want to make sure you keep width between the heels. Turn the ball, complete the turn. And then we shift back, pull the heel back. And then pivot the foot parallel. Pivot in that ball and socket joint there. And shift your weight over into that leg holding the ball. Now this foot has to reach over to face straight ahead. So it's at an angle right now. You reach over with the heel, set it straight. Then we turn the body and shift to ward off. Here's that position. Roll back, shift back, turn up bottom hand, drop it around, inhale. Connect the palms, the Lao Gong points there. The backhand moves into the front, bringing the body forward, press form, palms meet and release. Inhale, shift back, elbows in front. Exhale, push, Tai Chi push. We shift all the way back, lift the foot, turn it empty of weight, hands bring the foot, keep your weight here. While that foot is in motion, the weight stays in the opposite leg. Then exhale, push weight out of front into back. Turn the whole body, hip, shoulders, arms, float the arms up. Once the hands are at shoulder height, step back, toe ball heel with the other foot, center, pull hands toward you, sink, gather your ball, inhale, lift, and exhale. And then we shift and open the foot to 30 degrees, set it down and shift. Bring the foot in. That's one side of the form. Inhale. Exhale. That was the right side. So if you were mirroring me, that was your right side. Now I'm going to turn around and do what is your left side. So let's try that together. And maybe it might be a little easier to follow with my back to you. So normally in our classes, I do it with my back to everybody, unless we're learning new things, and I'm facing so you can see everything. So here we go. Preparation. Let's do our left side. Sink. Inhale. Exhale, sink all the weight in your right leg. Reach with the heel of the left foot directly to the sides. Remember that 3-point stepping drill? That's the side step. Foot down at an angle, shift. Turn right foot straight and shift. Turn left foot straight. Then center, inhale, small circle hip level. Exhale down. Inhale, upward, downward. Float the arms up. Exhale down. Shift to your right. Inhale, collect your Tai Chi ball. Open your left foot, left hand on top, foot down at a 30-degree. Shift forward with your ball. Now step straight up with the right foot. Inhale. Exhale, turn the ball, shift the weight. And then we shift back, pull the heel back, pivot foot parallel with the other, shift to your right, holding the ball. Now inhale, place your arrow foot straight, then exhale, shift to ward off. Right hand down, left arm up. There's your ward off. Now shift straight back. Inhale, roll back, turn up bottom hand, lower elbow. Drop the hand in around, and the back hand moves into the front. So whenever you can't quite see my hands, look in the side mirrors so you get a little better view. And then push. Now shift all the way back. Lift the foot, turn empty, empty of weight. That foot is empty. Go on with the hands. Get that foot straight. Go to your angle now. Then push the weight out of the front leg into the back. Turn the body. Float the arms up. Inhale. Now drop your foot back. Toe ball, heel, center. Pull hands toward you. Rise up. Exhale down. Gather your ball. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Shift to your left. Inhale, open the foot, just 30 degrees. Set it down. Exhale, feet together. Inhale, finishing breath. Exhale down the center. Very good. So that is the Yang 12. That is the beginner level Yang style form. So that's where we start with our Tai Chi classes. So again, it takes months to learn this. You can probably see why, because there's a lot to coordinate there. So I'm happy to answer questions at this time. We do have our online classes. We have a full schedule, beginner, intermediate, advanced, chair Tai Chi, Qigong, all kinds of stuff. But I'm happy to answer any questions. If anyone has anything, feel free to type it in the chat. I'm happy to hear from you. What I am going to do is give some information if you want to contact me and you'd like more information on our classes. Hopefully there it is. Okay, good. I should be able to send that in to everybody. Hopefully that's there. Yeah, Zoom is very interesting here. I don't know if it went through or not. There it is. Okay. Right. Very good. So I'm happy to hear from you if you got any questions. That's why, and a couple minutes early. So if anybody has anything they want to say, but this is a very healing art. This is something it really was a life changer for me. And I know it can change your life too if you're really looking for it. And thank you to the library. Yes. Yeah. Wonderful.
Thank you, Allison. That was great.
Yes. Thank you.
We do have a couple questions if you did
Yes.
see them. Yeah.
I do see those. Okay, so we're asking about the best to do bare feet, socks, or shoes. It depends on the floor you're on. So I'm on carpet here. I do have my Tai Chi shoes, which I mean, I love Bob's by Skechers. A very flat sole shoe is the best kind of shoe for Tai Chi if you are going to wear a shoe. You know, maybe a little bit of a heel, but not too much. You want to have, you know, maybe a little bit of cushion there at the sole. Um, so that's good. But if you're on carpet, sock feet or bare feet are fine. If you're barefoot on the earth, that's the best. You know, that's you get some really good earthing energy coming up through the body, right? The negatively charged ions. It sounds negative, doesn't sound good, but negative is good when it comes to the ionic charge coming through your body. And that really helps reduce inflammation and all of that. So in nicer weather, when it's not like minus something or
Yeah.
other, nicer weather, you know, barefoot on the earth is the best way, I think, to experience Tai Chi, or just standing there and grounding. That's another good way to just, you know, revive your body. If you're feeling kind of draggy, it resets your energy. So that's a good one. But that's an excellent question. Let's see, make sure we get everything. All right, DVD or books? Okay. Where do you have in-person classes? Okay. Okay, so how much are the beginner online classes? Our starter membership, which is one class a week, plus you get access to our 2 free classes. I have a Friday 10:30, that's every Friday. My son does a all-level Tai Chi class the first Saturday of the month. So you get access to those. And with our discount, it's $22.40 a month, which is nothing. That is a lot of Tai Chi uh,
Yeah.
for, you know, very little money. So our starter membership's wonderful. Where do you have in-person classes? Right now, most of our in-person classes are either chair Tai Chi or they're more advanced Tai Chi. My son teaches like a beginner level class in Crystal Lake through Senior Services of Crystal Lake. That's Fridays at 12:30. So that one could be more of a beginner level that you might be able to enjoy. And let's see, do we have any DVD or books? Okay. When you go, actually, the best way is to go to our YouTube channel. So when in the chat, I put in our YouTube channel. So there's a link there. You can access that. That's where you can get really good videos of everything we do. You know, and that's free to do. And we also offer workshops if you really must have missed it. Yes, we do Zoom classes. Oh, yes, we have a full schedule of Zoom classes. Yeah, absolutely. So full schedule of Zoom classes. We've got, you know, oh, didn't see the link. Okay, well, let me try that again. I'm going to try to, boom, try that again. There we go. So there's all the information right there. You can go to our website, moonwillowtaichi.com, to see our full schedule of classes and everything we offer, workshops and all of that. You can email me at moonwillowtc@gmail.com. Visit and subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's a link for our YouTube channel there. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. So lots of opportunities there to learn this. But yes, Zoom classes we do have. We have a beginner class Thursday evenings at 7. So if you're more of a night person, that would be a really good class for you to get into. And we also have beginner classes in the daytime as well. Oh, the website, here, I'll type the answer here. Let me type it in this one. I've been doing the chat, so this is a different one. You are right, Sadia. They do keep changing.
I know. I
Zoom
see
keeps
it in the
changing things.
chat. People should, if you guys look in your chat, you should see it because
Yeah.
I see it in there.
There's the website, moonwillowtaichi.com. Yeah, so let me, here, I'll type the answer. Let me do it here. Let me try it. Oh, I think that's it. Hopefully that helped. Hope you're seeing it there. Yeah, it says CY. Okay, don't see it. What's going on?
Do not see it. Oh, you know what, Allison, do you have host only or panelist
I
only?
have host and
You got to
panelist.
do it to everyone.
Oh, no wonder. I am so sorry, everybody.
Right.
I should have noticed that. See, I didn't have my glasses on.
Yeah, I just write that to myself
Here it is.
because I
Did you
saw
get it?
it.
Okay.
It was just a host and panelist. That's
Here we
why.
go. Yeah. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. I was
We were
sending it
just
to
sharing
me.
amongst ourselves.
Sending it to me. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay, good. There you go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that. My bad, my bad.
No, I didn't catch it either. I should have caught that.
There's a thumb. Mary got a thumb.
Yep,
Yeah, no,
they
okay,
got
good. I'm
it.
so glad. Yeah, my apologies, everybody. There we are. But yeah, that's our information. We're very and like I said, we're very affordable. Our classes are fun and lighthearted. It's a whole community. It's a beautiful community. People think that Zoom is more impersonal and like I just want in person, but we really have a great community on Zoom, and it's quite fun. We interact before and after classes. We welcome your questions and anything that you want to share, which is great. So we just have a great time on our Zoom, and you get to see our cats sometimes. We have two rescue cats, Kevin and Simba, that like to sometimes bomb our
You didn't see
classes.
them tonight, though.
We didn't see them tonight. They must be sleeping. I think they just want to hibernate because it got so cold. I don't know.
Yeah, probably keeping warm somewhere.
Warm somewhere. So we didn't see our boys tonight, but you'll see them in classes. Like especially the day ones too.
Yeah,
But our beginners classes, like this one, like I showed you, that go through the Young 12. Those are Mondays at 11 a.m. and Tuesdays at 11 a.m. So I teach the Monday 11 a.m. My son teaches the Tuesday 11 a.m. So MoonWillow Tai Chi is a mom and son business. So
wonderful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for being here, everybody. And I do offer workshops too. I have another workshop coming up in January. It's called Good Mental Kung Fu. And this is a really, really needed thing right now. Folks getting so stressed and everything. It gives you powerful coping mechanisms for whatever might be going on in your life, using good mental kung fu. So you are not just yanked by the tides of life and feeling overwhelmed. There are things you can do to help get yourself centered, grounded, release energies that might be really holding you down and stressing you out. So that's on my website. You will see that on our workshops page. Okay, where do we see the
So the
okay?
question is for, yeah, I guess me, the library
For
person.
you.
So the recording will be up in a couple of days. I have to send it over to another department, and then you can find it if you go to our website, gailgordon.info. There's a box on there to click on for recorded programs. If you click on that, it'll take you to all our programs, and there's by category, so it'll be under health and wellness.
Wonderful. Yes. Thank you, Sadia. And this is what a pleasure to be here. Thank you. I'd love to come back, because this
Oh,
is,
definitely. All
yes.
right. Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Allison. It was great. Nice way
Thank
to
you.
just spend some time out of the cold.
Out of the cold, right, right. Hopefully you feel good. Hope we got everything worked for you. So I hope you feel great, everybody, and take this good feeling into the rest of your night and
Yes.
into your life. So
And I think, Allison, someone's asking if the recording will be there for a while. I think you don't have a limit, do you, for how long we can keep it up? So
no.
it'll be there forever.
Yeah, be there forever. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, visit our YouTube channel. I got all kinds of stuff. I've got, hand and finger
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
exercises. We got stuff for, knees. So there's a lot of really helpful videos there. How to clear your sinuses. There's all kinds of fun stuff.
That's great.
Yeah, yeah. So go to there and enjoy. And happy to hear from anybody. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Let me know.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Everyone have a great evening.
A fabulous
Good
evening.
night.
Sadi, thank you. Such a
Thank
pleasure.
you. Good night.
Good night. Take care.